What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. 502, Cash Baby 101, and I'm back with another video. And I've been gone for some time now. The last actual video that I made was back on my birthday, and that was back all the way in July. But there's no need to fear, because I'm back right here today. And today I'm going to talk about a recent storyline in WWE, which is the Zeb Colter and Jack Swagger storyline. Now, Jack Swagger came back not too long ago before the Elimination Chamber. This only for him to get a spot in the Elimination Chamber. And when he came back with a new attitude, a new look, and a very serious tone to himself. There was no joke about this guy when he came back. You could see that he was back for redemption and back for a title. Now, he came back and he wrestled for a couple of weeks. And he did very good jobs. I was very impressed. It was the Jack Swagger that we wanted to see for a long time. Not the type of all-American Jack Swagger, but now he claimed himself a real American Jack Swagger. Not like that. Now, a couple of weeks before Elimination Chamber as well, he also gained a manager with him named Zeb Colter. Now, Zeb Colter was a wrestler, and he was a wrestler before, and his name was Dutch Mandel, I think, Dutch Man something. And he was a Vietnam War veteran. And Zeb Colter came back, and I don't know who this guy was. I don't know what he brings to the table with Jack Swagger or what he has to do with Jack Swagger. But as the weeks progressed to Elimination Chamber, we begin to learn more about the Zeb Colter character and what he has to do with Jack Swagger. And we found out that both peoples, they they had some, like, how should I put it? They have some views on today's American society, and they express themselves with a YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/slash we the people Zeb, and excuse me, and in the ring. Now, that what they talk about really is what's actually happening in today's society, and I personally think they speaking the truth. Not that I'm being a racist or anything, or not that they are being racist, because they're not. It's just a storyline, it's a character, but it's actually the truth. I actually agree to what they're talking about, like when they was talking about the immigration, how 11 million illegal Mexicans or aliens or any other foreigners has come to this country and they have taken our jobs. That's really true, and and that's why this economy is down now, and because a lot of foreigners are coming to this country, they sneaking in just to take American jobs that Americans fight for, and Alberto Del Rio tried to defend the case by saying that this is America, the home of the free, and something like that. This is for everyone. But Alberto really doesn't know the truth. I think he, as a personal perspective, I think he probably agree with that, or maybe not. But to me, I would agree with the term of what Zeb Culture is talking about, because those are a lot of foreigners slash illegal aliens coming to our country and taking our jobs from people in America who actually want the jobs, and that's why the unemployment rate is going up, and it's really bad because I don't know why they come here and not get legalized, but in Mexico it takes 10 years to become a legal citizen, but here they want to come here illegally, and then they'll just take our jobs and still be illegal, and then they'll stay illegal for a long period of time, and yet nobody's there to stop it. We barely have anything to stop it, because once they're here, we automatically assume that they're American citizens, but they're not. Most of them are illegal. Now, I have no problem against the Mexican community, nor I can have any problem with any other race besides the blacks or whites, or any other race besides the blacks. I have no problem. But my problem is if they do something wrong, that's when I have a problem with those other races. So if, like, when the Mexicans come here illegally, that is a problem with me, because it's not only affecting me, but it's also affecting the good, hard-working people in this country that are actually looking for jobs, that want to go somewhere in life. But there are some points that you have to make about this. Like, I've been noticing this, and it's really true. I've been noticing it ever since I was a little child, that Americans take a lot of things for granted. And let me tell you why. And that's part of the main reason why a lot of foreigners come here illegally. Because they want to live the American dream. And they want to take advantage of the opportunity they can have. See, us as Americans, we see ourselves as better people. We see us as a top dog, as an apex predator, as you want to put it. we find ourselves too good at doing things that that belittle ourselves. But that's where the Mexicans come in, and that's not the only Mexicans, but all the other immigrants and foreigners, the Asians, the Europeans, whatever. That's where they come in. Cause they come in and take the littlest jobs, and they'll work with that. And owners, they'll specifically look for that, cause they'll take the littlest jobs and work at at a low wager. And us Americans, we want to work little jobs with a high wage, get a lot of money. But you also gotta think to yourself, if you want to start somewhere and get a job, you gotta build your way to the top. You can't just be at the top already. You gotta start from the bottom and get to the top. Now, I don't want to do a Drake quote and say, starting from the bottom, now we're here. That's basically what you gotta do only to get to the top. But we gotta work hard to get to where you want to be at. You just can't just go anywhere you want. But as the immigrants, they'll come in and start from the bottom and stay there, and it'll work for low wage, and they'll do a good job at it. And that's why owners tend to like go for them more, because they'll work for low wager, not a lot of money, because it saves the owners and the companies money instead of paying them thousands of dollars a week just to be sweeping the floors at a restaurant. No. So that could be a point of view. You can look from the other side of the illegal immigration. But back to the point of Zeb Colter and Jack Swagger, I've got off topic. They have been doing a really good job with this Jack Swagger character. I actually entertained by this guy. I look forward to see him every time I watch Raw or SmackDown, and he's very entertaining. And I watched a few videos of theirs on YouTube, and it really builds the character up and gets Jack Swagger and Zeb Colter out there. With YouTube being such a global phenomenon that it is today, making them on YouTube and putting their own videos out about what they think is very good, because they can open themselves out to not only just the WWE fan base, but the people outside of that. They can agree with these terms. But Jack Swagger, he he's coming back with a serious attitude. It's a good thing. Now, we don't want him. We don't want to see him after this Alberto Del Rio feud to go to waste. No, and become a jobber again. We don't want to see that. We need to keep him constant and make him go up. Make him keep him in the main event picture. 'Cause right now, he's doing a great job of being in that main event picture. He's on a roll. He's being Randy Orton. He's being The Miz. He won the Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight Championship, and he's looking very good right now. Jack Swagger could possibly win the World Heavyweight Championship from Alberto Del Rio at WrestleMania 29, but you may never know. Del Rio may capitalize on him. But another point I want to also look at is the Glenn Beck thing with Zeb Colter and Jack Swagger. Now, Glenn Beck claims, and I watched the 13-minute video what Glenn Beck says. He claims that the characters that WWE are making out of Zeb Colter and Jack Swagger, that they're demonizing the Tea Party, are making them look like bad people and racist. Now, Mr. Beck cannot clearly see that this is a fake. This is fake. The wrestling is fake. It's all part of acting. It's a storyline. And Zeb Coach and Jack Swagger actually made a video response to them, explaining that it's just a storyline. And even Michael Coles went to the studios when it was in Dallas and asked for an interview with him to talk about WWE, because he called WWE wrestlers and fans stupid. But yet little does he know, it's all just a part of a storyline. And I watched this whole video of him. He was claiming that it's all Linda McMahon's fault for losing. And they was talking about how she lost the Republican, she lost the Connecticut and stuff, and now she's trying to do this to get back at him. No, it's really not. It's just a storyline to go along with the heels and the faces, and the heel being Jack Swagger going against Alberto Del Rio, who was a Mexican, who is the front man for all those who want to come to America. Just put it like, yeah, he is the I don't even know how to say it right now. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I don't know how to say it. But he's basically the poster boy for them, so that's making them a good feud. So saying that they're just being racist and demonizing the Tea Party is wrong. It's wrong. It's all just part of the storyline. It's not real. It's not real. So, but I keep getting off the subject. I gotta keep changing to that. But it's all part of the same thing. What I'm talking about is all part of the same thing. The Alberto Del Rio and Jack Swagger, them being the main, them facing each other for the world title, it's very new, it's very fresh, cause we always used to seeing somebody facing the same person over and over again. For example, this year WrestleMania we got John Cena versus The Rock again. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's the second time they face, but this time it's for a higher stake of the WWE Championship. Then we also got like you used to see him. Let's put another like when it was Randy Orton versus Alberto Del Rio. We seen that repetitively, or John Cena versus Alberto Del Rio, or CM Punk versus Alberto Del Rio. We've seen a lot of repeated things happen in the world title picture, but bringing Jack Swagger up into the main event picture and letting him face Alberto Del Rio, it's a good thing, and it's increasing the feud. And it's not increasing the feud, but it's making everything better. Cause we have a new person that you show out to all the WWE universe that really has not paid attention to Jack Swagger and to the world when it comes to WrestleMania of what type of talent this guy brings to the table when he goes against the World Heavyweight Champion Alberto Del Rio, who is also a relatively new guy as well. Alberto Del Rio came to the WWE probably about 3 or 4 years ago, and Swagger came here 5 or 6. Now, once you put in these two guys at WrestleMania for the world title, you putting them out there, you showcase them their talents and skills by and you leading up to this by making the promos about them and them facing each other and all the matches that they have. And it's really good. WWE is doing a great job with this. I actually like this feud between Alberto Del Rio and Jack Swagger. I actually look forward to their match at WrestleMania. And my personal thought is that Jack Swagger will come out on top as the World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania. Now, if you could disagree, you can go ahead and leave that comment down below. Like or dislike this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, which you already watching on right now. Follow 2 Cash Baby 101. Like me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Uh, Follow me on, and I changed my Twitter name to @KendallHoward0. So, yeah, peace out.